What's cracking, y'all? You are now watching Boo TV. Appreciate you for stopping in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified, and let's get into the topic for today. What's cracking, y'all? Back with some more Magic Johnson content. This one submitted to us from Dutch T. She sent us a group of links with players on the Letterman show. So obviously we have Magic Johnson today. With that being said, I've tried content in the past from like the Letterman show and other late night television shows, and they block my content. So I'm not going to do a big compilation because I might end up doing it and then I won't be able to use it. So that's time wasted. So I'll do individual ones and see which ones I can get by with. With that being said, let's get into the charismatic Magic Johnson with the amazing and legendary David Letterman. Let's get into it.
Been called the greatest player in basketball today from the Los Angeles Lakers. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to welcome Earvin Magic Johnson.
Dang, look at that boy. Smooth criminal.
I've been a big fan of yours. I guess it was when you were back in college, and I guess the NCAA final, or was it the semifinal? You and Indiana State.
The finals.
That was the finals. You against Larry Bird and his team.
Right.
Magic, we just introduced you as perhaps the best player in the game today. Yeah. Who, in your opinion, really plays professional basketball the way you like to see it played?
Well, there's probably a number of guys, I would say 3 or 4 guys that would fit right into being, the best in terms of how I like to see it played.
Yeah.
You have Larry Bird, Moses Malone, and of course the Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And, yes. And I think there's Kareem, and I can go on and on.
Yeah.
Iceman, and I could keep going. Isaiah Thomas, and there's just a number of guys that I love to watch and admire because they play hard and give their best.
Yeah.
And I want to also say that the band is super.
Yeah, they're terrific.
Oh, man.
They really are good.
They had me back there dancing.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get that in before we continue.
No, the band, Night In, Night Out, is the best feature we have here on the
Magic is way too tall for that setting. Look how uncomfortable he looks, man. Dang, sometimes I forget, how massive these athletes are until, you put them next to something else so you can get, so you have something to compare it to and you really get a scope of the scale.
You mentioned Magic Kareem, your teammate. Now, do you guys get along okay now? Or was there ever a problem?
Well, there was never a problem between me and Kareem. I think that the media really took effect. And now, I wouldn't say tried to create a problem, but I think they thought it was. And so they just said little things to let the public think that there was a problem. But there's no problem between us. We're both going for the same goal. We don't let our egos play effect when we hit the basketball court.
Now, what exactly happened? You came into the league, and you and Kareem got along great, right?
Right.
Then, if I recall, there was some discussion about a new contract for you.
Right.
Is that right?
Right.
Now, this was a contract that gave you everything in the state of California south of Ojai. That all became yours. Now, did Kareem, was it true that he got upset and went into the Jerry Buss's office and said, "What's the deal here?"
Well, what happened is he just wanted all the rest of California and Phoenix. So they just said, okay, you can have Arizona and the other half of California.
So you guys divided up the Southwest, and that's...
Right, split it right down the middle. And the contract was a thing where it was kind of complicated, because after I get done playing, I have a job with the Lakers if I decide to take it. And so he wanted to know whether I was management or am I still a player or what.
Well, wasn't the issue, and this is, of course, not to your discredit, certainly, but they said at the time, gee, you give this man so much, can you coach him? Can he be a team member?
Yeah, they also asked that question, and I just want to play.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.
Well, you pretty much have proven that, good heavens. Let me ask you about one other thing now. Paul Westhead. Now, when did that happen? The people said that you might have been responsible for him leaving the organization.
Right. That happened, a year, it would be last season,
yeah.
Right. And all I asked was I wanted to be traded. And then all the other things came out. I said this, I said that. But I really didn't say anything, but I would like to be traded. And after a week or after 2 days, I looked up, I said I demand to be traded, or West has to go, something like that, or this or that. And it was never that.
Well, you took some heat for that, though, didn't you?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, because you came into the league, everybody's favorite, especially in L.A., and then it looked like you had ousted the coach, but that didn't happen that way, huh?
Yeah, they thought, oh, he got this money and now he's just taking over and doing this. But I never said anything to affect that either I go, either he has to go or I have to go or something of that nature. I never said anything like that. I just asked to be traded because we didn't see things the same, and I didn't want to cause any problems.
So, but things are pretty much back to normal for you in L.A., aren't they?
Oh, they're beautiful. Beautiful.
With the possible exception of the championship series with Philadelphia.
No question about it, but we played hard.
Yeah.
But we just didn't get the
Did you think you would get 4 games in a row swept?
No, I didn't. I didn't think no way possible, but they were on a roll. You have to give them a lot of credit because they played well. But I give our team a credit because through the things that would happen, the injuries, we played as hard as we could, but we were just playing a better team, and they proved that.
Why does it seem to be impossible or very difficult to repeat championships in that league?
Because the teams you beat get better.
Yeah.
Like we beat Philly, they went out and got Moses. so they beat us, and I don't know what might happen. We might get a good player, or the other team like Boston, who also got beaten 4, they're gonna get better. Milwaukee's probably gonna get better because they have to say, okay, to themselves, what do I have to do now to beat Philly? Mm-hmm. Do I need this? I need that. Like Philly said, we need Moses. That's the only way we can beat LA.
Let me ask you a quick question about Kareem. Is he going to stay with the Lakers now? Is he negotiating with other people? Is he eligible to do that?
Yes, he's a free agent. I hope he stays in LA. He's great to play with.
Yeah. But he's in his 50s, isn't he? Good heavens.
Well, he's been playing for a while.
Yeah.
And I don't know what might happen. I hope he stays. He's been a vital and big part of our team.
Well, so have you. You guys are really a class of the league, in my estimation, and congratulations on a great career. I'm sorry you couldn't beat Philadelphia. It's nice to see you again, Magic.
Thank you anyway for having me.
Yes, sir, anytime. We'll be right back.
So, they mentioned the Magic Johnson requesting the trade. Sounds like because him and Kareem didn't necessarily see eye to eye on some things. Sounds like he didn't want to step on his toes. That's kind of what I gathered from that. But I remember hearing, and granted, y'all know everything that I know is based on what I've learned over time through different media outlets and different sources. But now, they mentioned Westhead, who was the Lakers coach prior to Pat Riley replacing him. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe the coach was fired after Magic Johnson demanded that he wanted to be traded, or requested that he wanted to be traded. And from what I was told is that at the time, Magic Johnson faced scrutiny, I guess was kind of looked at as a coach killer because he got that man fired. But later on, in hindsight, I think people would retract on that because once Pat Riley came in, the Lakers went on a fantastic run, like an immediate winning streak. And from what I was told is that Westhead was a stubborn coach. He didn't listen to anybody. The players didn't like how he was running things. Didn't like the system, didn't like how they were being utilized, especially Magic Johnson. And they needed him out of there. But Magic was definitely taking heat up until the results of Pat Riley were on full display. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. If you guys have any substance, any more context you can add to that whole situation, please let me know, because that's the gist of what I know from it, and I know it's probably much more layered than that. But if you have more, let me know in the comment section, because I would really like to know. I was always under the impression that it had more to do with the coach than it actually had to do with Kareem. Magic's a classy guy, man. That guy has aura, man. You can see how they really push him as the face of the NBA. You know, you can say him and Larry, but Larry was more of an introvert, and Magic was the obvious extrovert. So he's accepting that face. He wants that attention. That guy is full of charisma, man. Boy, oh boy. Now, hopefully we can get this video up. Hopefully you can watch this and talk about it, and let me know in the comment section about this Magic Johnson trade request and demand from the early 1980s. But we'll see if YouTube blocks this or not. I don't care if it gets demonetized. Most of my videos get demonetized. I always find it funny when people come on my content like, oh, you're just doing this for clicks, and oh, you should be thanking LeBron for the money you get, and blah blah blah. I'm like, dude, I don't get no money off this YouTube channel like that. Most of my content gets demonetized because I use a lot of clips. Recently, I've been doing more editing, like using clips, so boom, demonetized. And then obviously reaction videos, boom, demonetized. I'm not making any crazy money off this. Y'all kill me with that, man. Act like you know what my motive is. You don't know my motive, son. You don't know my motive. I do this because it's just a forum where I can speak basketball, and it's pretty much as simple as that. And I enjoy interacting with you all, learning at the same time. So appreciate you guys. Thanks for stepping in. Check out our Magic Johnson playlist. More Magic Johnson content there, and more on the way. All right, we out, baby.